basically Spring Boot communicates with database and gets information from where, format that information in JSON format, and send it with API link. That is basically the main job of application backend: send and receive data in JSON format. For example, you make a website with login form and registration. When you register account, then all data like email, password, and so on is sent to Spring via API in JSON format. When Spring Boot checks for email is already in database or not, encrypts password, and save everything in database. Once you register and you log in and you go to your profile, the information you see about you is JSON sent via API and printed out in a front end. Okay, now I can show you a little bit about Spring Boot, about endpoints. Endpoint is basically a link what you create to send the JSON formatted strings. So I better show you how it works in the Spring Boot itself. And working with a Spring Boot, because it's backend, you need to get a testing software some sort. The most popular testing software for JSON is Postman, what I gonna use. So I'm gonna turn on some Spring Boot, IntelliJ, or not IntelliJ. I'm gonna use Eclipse. Two most used IDEs for Spring Boot is Eclipse and IntelliJ. Okay, so this is basically basic setup for a Spring Boot application. You have main application.java file. You have controllers, character controller, product controller. Controllers is endpoints. You have entities. Entities is objects, product character. You have repositories. Repositories is connection from the entity to the database. And you have services. Services is all the functionality where you check the password, encrypt the password, check the email, is it existent or not. And basic structure is entities is like this. You have entity annotations. Annotations is everywhere in Spring Boot. Maybe it's for another video. But basic structure is like that. You have character, you make a table, you make a columns, what is gonna be stored, and you have a Postman. Postman is a tool to test the endpoints. I can show you something. So basically, we have to start our application if we want to test some endpoints. We have database. I have my database installed. This is XAMPP database. This is XAMPP database. I use XAMPP database, and I use PHP-MyAdmin to navigate in database. So I'm gonna check what database we gonna use. I use MySQL. Mobis, okay. So that's the database we're gonna use. So where it is? I got it right here. And I got a lot of tables with a lot of information. Have characters table with a lot of characters, char name, HP, level, account name, and I can get this data from the database through Spring Boot. I create an entity naming what table it targets, what column it targets, and what data it stores. It stores string, character ID, and other data. I connect it through the GPA repository. It's the basic setup for the repository to connect to with database. And I have a few endpoints. I can get all characters. I'm gonna show you in a little bit how it's gonna show. And I can get character by name. All it does, return service get all characters. That goes to the service. Auto-wired annotation gives me connection to the services. In the services, I have connection to repository, and repository get connection to database automatically. So here I get all characters, repository, character repository, find all. So I find all the characters, return the list of characters, and when I send this, I pick it up in controllers, and I set up get mapping in this API link, and this API link returns me JSON list of all the characters data. So that's the data which is written down here. So it's gonna be like PWP kills, PK kills, level, char name, char ID, characters. So if I wanted to test that, I need to start my application. Spring Boot app. Here we go. Started up without errors. You can have a look what port you're using. This is the port you're gonna use. You can change the port in application properties by setting server port, different port if 88 is taken. So once it starts, I can go to Postman and check my API link. So I'm gonna go copy this, delete that, use HTTP localhost 8080, and I'm gonna put this end. This is gonna be the link for all the characters. So I'm gonna put that, select get, header, I'm gonna remove everything. I was testing something else, and I'm gonna press send. I get error. White color. I shouldn't get an error. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna do a new Maybe there was some other options left. I remove these, I shouldn't have. Okay, I'm gonna do it once again. Oh, now I get another error. What is the error? Char ID, okay. Char ID. Oh. Okay, I forgot I did it because char ID, I cannot get the char ID out of there because it's connected. It's a lot of tables, and some of tables are connected together. So for me to get a char ID, I need to get another tables together. So I cannot get it alone. I'm gonna try to test it with products, as I should be able, I think. Products repository, products controller. So I can get all products by going to this link. Okay, so products is empty, but it says 200. Okay, 200 is good code. I have a connection. I didn't get error from that. Let's test with dummy data, as my product is empty, and this is the JSON I get. This is what it returns: a product with ID 99, name demo, description dummy, and price 99.0. And I can add, I can send this kind of JSON to the server, and it should store it in a database in products. Oh, this is too big database for showing. But here we have products. It's now empty. I could add post mapping. It's not get anymore. If I send add the body, raw body, type JSON. If I add this dummy data and pick the post option and I press send, it says okay. It placed ID is auto-generated, dummy 99. So if now I go to database, I refresh, I get this data, and now I can pull it with link all. Maybe mistype it somehow. Okay, I was sending something with post request. I need to choose get, and that's where we go. I got it back. That's how you send data, and that's how you get it back. I hope you learned something, and see you in the next one.